What a Catch, Part 110, a Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. If you have not heard the previous 109 parts of this story, you can find a link to them in the description box below. If you haven't already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and comment down below in support. Adrien's legs felt like jelly as he stepped off the plane, supported by laced anxiety and a solid 7 hours sitting in a chair. They were back in Paris, but it was like seeing a new city. Only a few years passed, but the minute details were overwhelming. Is this what tourists and foreign exchange students felt like when they first landed? Chloe bulldozed him out of her way, a yellow suitcase rolling behind her. Nino gave him a pat on the back before sauntering off with Alia, and Adrien realized this was the first time he'd been in Paris with Marinette while lucid. Where was Marinette anyway? He turned around to see her trailing behind him, looking almost lost as she watched her steps. "Come on," Adrien said, extending his hand. "Let's go say hi to your parents. I've got some explaining to do." She gave him a sad nod, knowing what he meant. The last time he'd seen her mom and dad without a wiped memory, he'd accidentally gotten one of them akumatized. Oops. He needed to make amends. "And Hawkmoth?" She gave his hand a little squeeze. "He'll show. Trust me, he'll show." "Adrien?" "Yes?" "Is that Natalie?" He looked to the baggage claim to see Natalie standing at attention, stiff with secretarial posture and a dead look in her eyes. That's odd. "Sure is. Do you happen to know the last time I saw her?" "Being akumatized sure took a lot out of your life, didn't it?" "Don't remind me." Adrien tightened his grip on his suitcase and relaced his fingers through Marinette's. "But she'll know what happened to my father." They stepped forward and nodded at their unexpected guest, unsure of why she was here. "Adrien," Natalie said. "Nice to see you're in good health." "Did my father send you?" He wasn't a kid anymore. She didn't deserve his cold tone, but she'd watched in silence as his father bullied him growing up. Her eyes narrowed. "Your father's been dead for years. Show some respect." Her response caught him off guard. It was true. His father was dead, and he had no memory of it. Marinette took a step forward, focusing him into reality, but the truth dealt a blow. "I'm sorry." Adrien averted his gaze. "I spoke too soon. What brings you here?" "I got my memories back and pinged your credit card to see if you were traveling. I was fortunate." Something about her words roused suspicion. Why would she lie to him? Without his father in the picture, she had no motivation to be here. "Again, what brings you here?" "I have a message from Hawkmoth." He felt Marinette tense up, her feet shifting into an offensive position. "What?" His pulse raced as his throat tightened up and the airport began to spin around Natalie. "He says he'll be waiting. You, him," she pointed to Marinette, "and her. He's ordered me to set her bakery on fire if you show up with anyone else. Even a lucky charm wouldn't fix that." Adrien couldn't grasp the meaning of her words. What? What? What was happening? Natalie? Working for Hawkmoth? She didn't appear to be akumatized. Then again, no one realized he was akumatized for years, so she might be. Okay. Deal, Marinette said. There was a smirk planted on her face. Was she acting? Don't run away when we call his bluff. Natalie didn't reply. The silence wavered the small amount of confidence Marinette's words gave him. Did she know something he didn't? At this point, he was too afraid to ask. He watched as the woman he'd grown up with walk away without a retort and questioned who she was at her core. If Natalie was working for Hawkmoth, then how long had they been comrades? Alternatively, much worse, what was he blackmailing her with? Her emotions? Or something that could hurt her? A fire kindled in his chest, motivating him more than ever. He'd save her from Hawkmoth. He would. This time, he'd protect everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Part 111 is on its way. I'll catch you guys next time.